Yeah.
Hey yo man, it's your time. Man, fuck poverty. Get this money, man. The fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. All right, we got another TikTok video. This is from our girl, staceyabneyallen. I did some research on Miss Allen. She works in sales at a Mercedes-Benz dealership in Houston. And we talked about her with the $1,800 a month car payment, ladies and
Yeah, I
gentlemen.
remember.
And she tells a story about an investigation into a stolen car. They went old school on this one. Here's the report. Well, here's the video. I'm sorry.
A progressive insurance investigator came by the dealership to get some information on a G63 that was sold originally at our dealership, and they now have a claim that the G wagon has been stolen. So the investigator wanted to come by, and he was probably going.
Why does she gotta be eating and smacking her lips like that during the video? Damn, you couldn't just eat that little snack and then start the video?
Mercedes dealership to see if these people that reported this G-Wagon stolen, if they had been trying to trade it in, because they were also currently 2 months.
I like Miss Allen. She doing triple duty. She driving, she telling us a story, and she eating.
She put that food down. That's what she do.
Behind on their car payment of $4,731. I kid you not. $4,731 is these people car payment. They 2 months behind, and the car done came up stolen.
Oh shit.
Progressive ain't having it though. He said, number one, the G-Wagons are very rarely reported stolen. Number two, they said they left the key in the G-Wagon in their driveway, in their gated community, in front of their almost $1 million crib.
Okay.
Just a random act of violence somebody passed through.
Yeah, bullshit. It's buyer's remorse, pretty much. Because, like she said, them new cars now, stealing one of them new cars, you can carjack somebody, but stealing them new cars, they got this tracking, GPS on it, and all that stuff. How in the hell you going to get away with that?
Jumped in their car and bounced. Now,
and then who leaves their damn keys in the car? I don't care if you're in the gated community or not.
What was also suspicious to the investigator,
you do dumb shit like that.
It was that.
Remember how they always said, "Well, my neighborhood nice. I can leave the doors unlocked." Who the hell leave the doors unlocked? But obviously, people do.
The car could not be tracked. The electrical system has been completely dismembered, and they are not able to spot the car through Mercedes database with the vehicle locator. Now, I'm just
don't ever show me another video with somebody talking and eating.
In my black-owned business, because he was talking to a manager. I just happened to be in the room. But then he said the customer's name, and I said, "Oh, my God. You have got to be kidding me. That is my customer. My good customer." And I'm like, I'm sitting there listening. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. I don't want to lose these people as customers. They are very, very, very good clients. I don't want to lose them as customers. So Progressive, please pay their claim. Because if y'all don't pay their claim, that's a $200,000 repo on these people's credit, and they'll never be able to buy a Benz again.
they're not going to, Progressive ain't going to pay that damn claim. That's people, that's them having buyer's remorse. And they did the old school trick. That's what they used to do back in the day in the old school. When you don't want to pay for that car no more,
Yep.
get somebody to steal it.
Yep.
And then ain't nowhere in the world the insurance
You
company.
talking about back in the day? People still do shit like that.
But see, now it's hard because you got the GPS and tracking and all that stuff on
It
there.
don't matter.
Because you see, she said that they took the
But look,
tracking off.
so look, what if you steal the car and bang that shit out somewhere? You don't know who stole it, but it's not at your crib no more. So you report it stolen, you get out of the whole situation. I mean, of course, if they buy it.
Yeah.
And they might go to jail for insurance fraud.
You got to be able to prove that they fraud. Though. If you can't prove they fraud, then you can't get them.
Don't do me like that. These some good customers, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah.
Well, shout out to Miss Allen. And you said
There
no,
ain't no
you don't want to
shout
see her
out.
eating.
She
I
don't get
like
no
Miss
shout out.
Allen
No.
from Houston.
I like the first video. This video right here was bullshit.
We got another video from TikToker isit.dani. So is it period Danny is spelled just like it sounds. So she asks, is her car worth $1,000 a month? And I'm going to take a guess and say, no, it's not.
My car note is $1,000, and when I posted.
Oh, and shout out to Anton Davis too for these because he be doing these, and I just think they're just so funny. So I'll be seeing like some of it because
Can you
he
get my
don't.
Can you get my boy name right?
I said Anton. Oh, Daniels. I'm sorry. Did I say Davis again?
You said You said something crazy that wasn't Daniels.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Anton Daniels, because he'll do these, but he don't go through it like we're doing. He'll go like do like maybe like 50 seconds and like talk all the way through and like, look, I
Mm-hmm.
can't take it no more. So this is all his videos. I find these funny. Here we go.
That video, some people were asking me what kind of car I have, so I'm gonna show you. This is the inside of my girl. She's a 2024 Jeep Wrangler.
So she paying $1,000 a month, but can't get that windshield fixed.
She's pretty sweet. This is the inside. She's a little messy, but not too messy.
And there's the woman, typical woman there right there. They got car payments, a nice car payments, and their car be just as junky as hell on the inside. Some of everything in
Same as they house and apartments.
it.
The seat's down because I'm in the process of moving.
Look at all the paper and all that stuff in there.
But
talk about some she in the process of moving. They don't have nothing to do with anything.
I don't see not one suitcase.
Right, clean that car.
this is why she's $1,000. This touchscreen is bigger than every other Jeep. My roof also goes all the way back. Like,
is that windshield really cracked?
Yes, it's cracked.
Like all the way back. And most Jeeps don't do that, except for the 2024 GXE or
Whoopie-doo. That sure is $1,000 a month right there.
what? 4XE Jeeps. She's also hybrid, so she takes electricity and gas. And this is what she looks like on the outside. But the gag is, my car note should have been $700. I just had a terrible car salesman who took advantage of me. So if you're wondering why I started doing the blue page, making the little hot content, it's because I need to afford the lifestyle that I live.
So she got to go on OnlyFans to show her big chest so she could pay off her car.
There's a whole bunch of girls on there doing the same shit. So it's an easy way for. There's always a sucker that's gonna spend that money. There's too much free content out here for me to be fucking paying for somebody's shit.
Yeah, I don't get it. That's why I don't believe that all those women are getting money like that. For what?
They
I
are
don't believe
because it's
it.
simps. Simps out here in this world.
I'll surely.
Because look, so look at this. If you're watching porn, you just enjoy the show. You know, you're watching it. But if you're interacting with these girls and you say like, "Well, do this or do that," and they do it for you, you know what I mean, or they make it just about you. It's almost like, I don't know, a live one-on-one show.
But do they all do that? Do they all do that? I just all thought they just took pictures and videos.
No, they all have the thing. They had the joint on there. Yeah, you can go live with them and interact with them and all this shit.
I would love to talk to somebody that will pay for some OnlyFans content with these women like this. Because they all act like they're making money from it. I don't believe it.
I believe it.
I believe that's just some
I
bullshit they
told you I
just
found
telling you.
I told you I found that little scam on where they was
Yes.
selling the stuff or whatever. And I think I got like $200 like that, and I threw that joint away just to see how how it was. So if it's bread out there and people get it, and then they got like these little bonuses and all the shit. There's a whole fucking other world for these girls.
Well, we going to Broward County, Florida. 3 Broward Sheriff's Office detention deputies were arrested last week and faced aggravated battery charges in connection with a 2022 incident involving a female inmate at the Broward County main jail. So it happened in 2022, and they first finally showing a video and all that stuff now. Here's the report.
Also on the night team, an inmate being booked into jail ends up being beaten by Broward deputies. Prosecutors say those deputies used excessive force and it landed those jail workers in jail. All 3 accused of crossing the line. The night team's Samantha Sosa reports.
The 3 Broward County Sheriff's Office detention deputies in this surveillance video finding themselves behind bars. They're charged with aggravated battery after this brutal booking.
She has a purple eye
blows
that's completely closed in her booking photo.
The 3 deputies, Denia Walker, Cleopatra Johnny, and Zakiah Polk, were arrested Thursday. But this incident happened back in October of 2022 when 38-year-old Samantha Caputo was being processed at the Broward main jail for a DUI charge that was later dropped. Caputo is seen on camera for about 6 minutes prior to the altercation in a changing room. Her attorney, Philip Johnston, says she was instructed to change into jail uniform.
She removed her bra from underneath her shirt and tossed it underhand at the guard who caught it. But it was taken as a sign of disrespect, and that guard immedately shoved.
What's all that white shit that blew up everywhere?
I don't know, because the prisoner shouldn't have anything on her.
Right.
Did they have like something in their hands or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Opposite wall, and she went
Look at them
flying.
uppercuts.
She tried to get back to her feet. The guard caught her in the throat.
Look at the person in the doorway. He peeked it
and took her down to the ground.
I ain't going down for this.
Another guard immediately pepper sprayed her.
Some of what's described in the arrest warrants allegedly happens behind this yellow line, a blind spot cameras do not reach because it's where inmates change.
Within seconds, this all was taking place within seconds. The guards hit her with knee strikes, punched her, stomped on her. The main officer said,
"Damn, was he punched too?" Like, back up from the
Kia
camera.
Polk takes out a taser and
He looked like he
tases
fell
her
off his bike or something.
once. She tases her a second time. Another guard is touching her when the second taser connects, and that guard goes flying sideways across the changing room.
At the end of it, Caputo would be treated for a black eye, a bruised and swollen face, and a skin infection at the site where she was shocked with the taser. The 3 deputies have lawyered up and are fighting the charges, saying their jobs are dangerous. Polk's attorney with this statement that reads in part, "There is more to this story than what any videos will and won't show. We will fight tooth and nail to illustrate that these
The guards was just being old school, that's all.
detention deputies did not commit any crimes." But Johnston thinks otherwise.
There's not a clear other side to this story. My client's about 110 pounds. She went flying from the first shove, and her eyes were shut from the immediate use of mace. There was no
Okay, so was the white stuff the mace?
I don't know what that was.
possible harm posed by my client in the course of this.
According to BSO, all 3 women are on administrative investigative leave with pay. Caputo and her attorney think that
So they on a vacation, huh?
they should all be fired. We're reporting from Fort Lauderdale. Samantha Sosa, 7 News Night Team.
Suspended with pay. So we going to Surprise, Arizona, where multiple 5th grade girls were arrested for a murder plot. Here's the report.
Just end him. That was the goal of a group of 10 and 11-year-old girls who Surprise police say wanted to kill a boy at school. The motive? He's accused of cheating on one of them. So she
Damn
wants him
place.
dead.
Damn, 5-year-old.
Murder plot was simple.
Fifth graders, 10 to 10.
That's what I meant. Fifth graders.
According to the police report, 4 fifth-grade students at Legacy Traditional School's West of Price campus planned to lure a classmate to the charter school's outside bathroom and stab him in the stomach. And each girl had a role to play to get away with it. One would bring the knife, another would forge a suicide note to make it seem like he took his own life, and someone
Stabbed in the stomach. Is it
would act as
suicide? They need to start taking these this cable away from these kids, because that's where they getting all that shit
How
from.
is a 10-year-old even like got the mindset to put this whole plan together like that?
Cable TV.
And why they ain't got no damn metal detectors at the school?
lookout, while the other carried out the stabbing. And to avoid fingerprints on the murder weapon, they would wear gloves. Documents say the friends came up with the plan during lunch and recess on October 1st. Legacy administrators worked with the school resource officer to investigate when students who overheard the plot came forward.
Damn, the other students done snitched on them, huh?
Next day, their backpacks were searched and the suspects were individually questioned with their parents present. All 4 children were then arrested for threatening and disorderly conduct misdemeanor charges. The police report says 3 of the students showed remorse, but the 4th would smile and laugh while making excuses for their actions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it ain't really nothing you can do with a bunch of 10-year-olds. Misdemeanor charges, like, you know, what can you do?
Expel them, they can't come back and throw them in the fucking group home and shit.
But damn, that's harsh.
They trying to kill somebody. Come on now.
Oh, yeah, I see your point, but they're 10-year-olds, though.
So what?
Yeah, I don't think you could be throwing them in. I can see them kicking them out of this school, but I don't see putting them in group homes and all that shit.
They never said if they had the knife or not, but if they had the knife, then definitely.
No, see, I'm thinking that it was all in the talking stages, and the other kids had told on them. So I don't think they went with the plot, you know, all the knife and all that shit.
Well, they got to kick them out of the school. They can't come back to the school. No general fucking public school. They got to go to a fucking bad school or something. You know how they had them schools set up for just bad kids?
Uh-huh.
One of them Jones.
So we going to Greenville, South Carolina, where Tamia Sims Irby said she's still waiting for about $20,000 to be returned to her years after she was robbed. The money is being held at the Greenville Police Department, and she filed the lawsuit. Here's the report.
Well, Fox Carolina investigates 3 years after a woman was robbed in Atlanta, and she claims the money that was stolen from her has been held by Greenville police. Well, she's been fighting for years to get that money back, and Scotty Hunter is following the money as her fight continues.
Tamia Sims Irby says she's locked in a legal fight she never thought she'd face.
I'm losing in the end because it's like I'm doing all of this, I'm going through all of this for no reason.
She filed a lawsuit back in April, 3 years after she claimed she was beaten and robbed in Atlanta. The men were arrested here in Greenville, and thousands of dollars of her money was then put into lockup at the Greenville Police Department.
Do you feel like you're being victimized
Look at my man
by the
here.
police department?
Yes, because it's like, what is y'all
go to the
issue?
gym.
Because why won't y'all just give the money back to me?
Fox Carolina legal analyst Grant Varner says if you're watching this, the same thing can happen to you.
Oh, it absolutely could. And
No, it can't.
it's not just with cash, it's
Yes,
with
it
anything.
No, it can't.
They got these illegal what they call it? Illegal where the cops take your money and shit. Or if you're traveling with a whole bunch of money,
Uh-huh.
and they take your money, then they hold your money and that girl money is spent. She's not
But
getting that money back.
if you can show them where the money came from legally, how can they hold it?
So if you show that where it came from legally,
Mhm.
they still hold it and there's a process. As a guy, you can watch it on YouTube. I can find it.
Okay, like you said, it's a process. You would get your money back.
No. So he went through the process. He was a business owner that sold a house and they kept his money and they still didn't give it to him. It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
They spent that
I
money.
believe this woman was either tricking, or stripping. Stripping is legal, but it's still a whole bunch of money that you
It doesn't matter if it's her money. If it's her money and she filed a report because she got robbed, they should give her money back.
If she's selling that ass and she got $20,000, no, that's illegal. How in the world they gonna give you illegal money?
It's her money.
You on. any kind of high value item, you could find yourself having to spend money to recover your own property, and that is almost always the case. Now, if it was a vehicle, your insurance may help cover or offset some of the costs, but with smaller personal items or cash, there's no insurance coverage available typically to assist in that process, and it falls on you, the property owner, to bear the expense to recover your property very often.
In fact, it happens so often, Varner says county law enforcement agencies will often host auctions filled with items people either don't want to or can't afford to recover.
I've been in their shoes, and it was maddening to me, but it's unfortunately, it is what it is.
In this case, Sim Zerby says she's tried over and over again to get the money back from the Greenville Police Department with no luck. After several calls and even stopping by the department, she says she was finally told her only option would be to go before a judge and get a court order.
All they're doing is sending me out with a little card, phone numbers on the back. I'm calling. It's hard to reach out. I have to wait days later to get a phone call. Their final solution was file a civil suit. And then when I file a civil suit, then what?
She filed this lawsuit, and the Greenville Police Department had 30 days to file a response in court. So far, the agency has not responded. When Fox Carolina first started asking questions about the money more than a month ago, a spokesperson with the Greenville Police Department said they would not comment on the case because of the active lawsuit.
The city of Greenville is trying to cover their rear end, protect the
Those cops
taxpayers.
split that money as soon as they got that shit.
And unfortunately for Ms. Sims,
Yeah, because like I said, that woman selling her ass.
Okay,
doing
so let's say
something.
she was selling her ass, and then she stopped selling her ass and just had a fucking pile of money that was saved up.
Right.
And she said that was my money. I was saving it. She don't got to say.
Okay, but that's you got it illegal.
It doesn't matter. It does. They don't know that.
Yes, they do. They already. You just said it.
No, you said that she was selling ass. They didn't say she was selling ass.
Come on.
If a cop raided my car and took all his money out my car, and I say, well, I got it from work, they don't want to hear that shit.
Philip, do you think go ahead?
What I'm saying is the only way that is a clear sign in yours, if I say I got it from the bank and then I show that I made that withdrawal on that day, that's probably the only evidence I can back up with. You know what I mean? But 3 years later, they can spit that girl money.
Okay, now you see that how young that woman is, and this was 3 years ago. Where does you young woman get $20,000 from? Wait a minute. Before let's just say she got it legally, but she in a position where she getting robbed for the money.
We don't know if she was at a casino or what.
No,
okay. Anywhere with money.
She's going to
get robbed every day, man.
To recover those funds.
Varner calls the case complex. He says the big problem Sim Zerby might face is to prove the money actually belongs to her.
Cash does have a serial number. Every dollar, every 5, 10, 20, 100 has a serial number, okay? But how many people do you know that write down the serial numbers?
Exactly. See, they on some bullshit. They doing everything they can to not pay her because they already spent
And even if
money.
you did, there's no real, let's call it a chain of custody to show from the bank to your hand how this money got to you.
Sim Zerby tells me the men pleaded guilty in the case back in 2023, and she thought she would get her money back then. But she's still waiting. And on top of that, the longer she fights this in court, the less money she'll actually get back.
With legal fees and trying to get the court involved.
According to the arrest affidavit, 30-year-old Marquise Lester of Nashville, 20-year-old Tamia Sims Irby of South Carolina, and 20-year-old Cammie Perkins of Mississippi were arrested and charged with conspiracies to commit possession with intent of a controlled substance. So they were arrested with over 100 pounds of marijuana at a Nashville airport. That's the reason why they holding that money, because she was selling dope.
No. You're crazy, and I can't believe that you on the cop side on this.
I'm not on the cop side, but I'm just saying,
they're holding the money.
Where's
They're
this
holding
young
the money
girl get all this money from?
It doesn't matter where she got it from. Her grandma could have gave it to her.
I just told you that she was arrested at the airport for drugs.
You said they was arrested. You talking about the people that they seized the money from? That wasn't her. That's the people that robbed her.
Tamia Sims Irby was arrested for marijuana in the airport.
You said that the girl got robbed.
This is something totally different. This is something totally okay.
Right,
so she's selling
dope.
Dope. She's selling dope. All right, let's put that aside.
If you get arrested with drugs and money, then I can understand them taking that. But if you don't have no drugs with you and they take your money They need to stop doing that shit and it's reports all over YouTube about illegal forfeitures where cops took people money that was in their car when they got pulled over for damn making an illegal turn or driving too fast on the highway. And then the cops see you fucking money and they take it. And then they can't get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can explain like I got money in my house, you know what I mean? And if something happened and I got robbed, I say, well, I had all this money, and they lock up dudes, they go say, well, where you get the money from? How you make the money? Man, it's been money saved up. You can't explain that, you know what I mean?
You work, sir. She don't work.
That's it's bullshit. The cops kept that money. That's what happened. And they do it all the time. They've been doing it for years.
So she was stabbed and pistol whipped during this robbery for 20 grand. What person that has legal money is in the position where they getting stabbed and pistol whipped? It's not in the store. She didn't say I got robbed in the store.
I don't know all the details. The bottom line is, if they don't have nothing illegal on her, they need to give her money back. They stole her money. And it ain't the first time or the last time cops will be stealing somebody's money.
So they stole drug dealers' money like the Shield, like the cops did on the Shield.
Oh, that shit is real. I told you my buddy that was a Baltimore cop. He used to tell me all that crazy shit. That shit is real.
Now she's going to be losing out on some of the money that originally she says was stolen from her.
You know, I sympathize with her in that aspect. I do not think it's fair that she is going to be penalized trying to recover her funds, right? And it opens a lot of other, the door to a lot of other questions.
We'll, of course, continue to follow this one and let you know what the judge decides.
Fat boy need to lose some weight.
Mm-hmm. All right, you can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube and Twitter at pnljudgementals, Instagram at _Judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
How your face look. You can check the status on my level, not my Facebook. Comments on my photos. That's why I stay.